COE champion over everything.
Champion over everything.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? Today on the COE podcast, I have two of my favorite people in the world with me, but champions, you know what we do, COE champions over everything. I have with me my daughter, Tamia Nix, and I have with me my sister, Shay Nix, and they are a part of Creative Space. However, they have about 3 other businesses. So before we jump into the champion story, we're going to let you tell them what the other businesses are, and then we'll go full detail inside of the interview.
Okay.
Thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. So we have Creative Space, which is our overhead company. In Creative Space, what we do is we do studio rentals. We have pop-up shop postings, and we also do interior decorating. Like we do wallpapers, glass walls, wallpapers like this one. We have one in the front. We also do we decorate spaces like commercial buildings, whether it's your home, pretty much anything.
Classrooms,
offices, all of that. And then our 2 businesses under it, which is Idea to Me, which that is me. I am a graphic designer, and I do graphic designs, marketing materials, things like that. And then web posting. My mom is Shay Shay's Crafts.
I do cups, t-shirts, floor mats, just a host of different crafts that I love. At this moment, I might add a few little things, but you know, time and work. This is my second job.
Yeah, this is also my second job.
This is the passion project.
Yeah,
this is their end all be all, so they can stop working for everybody else at some point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That is the goal. 2022. That is our goal.
Yes.
Is to not work for anyone else but work for ourselves. I have worked since I was 15. I'm 47 now.
Wow.
I'm cute though. Okay. I had to put that in there. But
she ain't single.
Please don't.
But I it's time for us as a people, as an individual, to work for ourselves, not work for anyone else. We have made money for everybody else, but we've been on the back burner. And I feel like at this point in time in my life, that's what it's time. It's time for me to sit by me. Sit by Shay.
Yeah. Cool. So, as y'all know, we often start off the show telling about your champion story, how you got to where you are, the things you've had to overcome. So, being Creative Space, being a mom and daughter duo as entrepreneurs, how would you all phrase your champion story? The platform is yours.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So we started our first business in 2017. It was called it's called Shimmer Design Studio, and it's interior decorating and home decor. Started with me, her, and my best friend. And we did our first event. We started in July 2017. We did our first event in December, and then we kind of lost our momentum. We kind of branched off separately. I started doing graphic designs and playing with the designs more. She started working on reefs, and then my best friend started school. So things kind of got on the back burner a little bit, and then we kind of built up the graphic designs part. She started working on cups and learning how to do cups, and then that's where Shay Shay's Crafts came from, and Idea to Me. So we've been doing that for about 2 years.
2 years or so.
And then recently, this year, at the beginning of the year, we were kind of tired of the same thing. I was working out my apartment. She was working out the house, and it got to the point where orders were becoming bigger than the house. So we had to rethink things, and office space kind of fell in our lap, and we jumped on it in February. We have been in here since February, decorating and still working our day jobs and working here, decorating this place, doing other things. And we were supposed to do our initial launch in April. We wasn't ready. We're perfectionists, so we pushed it again another month, and then we pushed it again. And we just had a soft opening on the 27th. We haven't officially opened yet.
They open for business.
We open for business, but we just haven't like officially did like a full shebang or whatever. Because we're working on other projects. We have a pop-up shop next week. We'll be at the Bougie Box pop-up market next week. Come through. And we're also decorating the Bougie Box pop-up market. We're also decorating a beauty shop called Beauty is Pain. She'll be opening up on the 17th of next week too. So we got some big things coming. Just a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work. I mean, it's dedication is the biggest thing. You have to be ready to sacrifice a lot. Time, family, sleep. A lot of sleep, believe me.
A lot of sleep.
But, and the biggest thing is too, you have to not just encourage yourself. I mean, because we get discouraged really quick sometimes because we'll look at stuff and if it's not perfect, we'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to even go with it. Don't even worry about it. But then you have to think about it. If you let it beat you, that's the problem. You let stuff beat you. But I have come to the realization in the last couple of years that I will not be defeated by anything. If God let me get this far, He didn't let me be here to be defeated. So therefore, I will move on, move around, rethink, regroup, and keep on going. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make anything successful in this world.
Yeah. You said something, and I spoke about this before. When you strive for perfection, how do you think that kind of kept you all in a box?
It discouraged us a lot. Like in 2017, after we did that first pop-up market, we did all right. But it was a lot of, we're last minute people. Let me just say that. Wait. We're perfectionists.
Y'all perfectionists.
But
I promise you, and listen, this didn't just start. I promise you, when she was in school and we would do these projects,
this is really what
all this started.
Wow.
Listen, when she was like in the 4th grade, I think, that's when all of this started. Because she came up with all these projects. These teachers they feel like, okay.
Yeah.
So we did this project, and I ended up spending right at $200 on this Black History book. I promise you, because we had to have it perfect. They took that book. It was floated around the whole school. It was at church. I mean, it was everywhere, but it was worth the sacrifice to do it because then we were like, okay, we can do.
And let's not forget, we did it 2 days before it was due. 2 days.
Don't procrastinate. But I will say things about procrastinating. If it works for you, it works for you.
Right. And I think is we work better under pressure. So when we got that last minute pressure, I gotta get this done type situation, it pushes us to work harder. We might overdrive ourselves, we might crash after it's done, but if we push out some of our best work last minute. And I work best late at night. I'm up to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning making graphic designs.
I ain't built like that no more.
And honestly, you want to be honest, I don't think I'm built like that. But I do it.
That's a sacrifice.
It is, right? That's a sacrifice. I sacrifice my rest because I do have a day job and I work full time. When I get off, I come here. And I'm here to about 11.
Yeah, we'll be.
Then I go home and I still work. She go home to go to sleep, but I go home and I'm still working until about 2. And then I get up and I do it all over.
You young, you can do that.
Yeah, see, this one can do mine. Don't work like that. And then I work for the post office, so that's a whole different situation. So when I get off work from there and I've sweated and I'm tired, I still come here before I even go home. Because if I go home, it's a wrap.
Sacrifice.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So I come here, I do what I have to do, and then I go home, take a shower, get in the bed, and start all over again. But it's about that sacrifice. I watched my daddy work for 30 years right at Georgia Pacific. I watched him get up at 4:30 every morning and he was on call 24 hours a day.
Mm.
And I watched him do that, and the benefits of that was I had stuff that no other kid in the school had. And being a black kid with a lot of the more expensive things that other kids had, that was a sacrifice for him to do that, for us to have that. And so for me to watch him work like that, watch my mama teach for 30 years, I know what it looks like to sacrifice. And I know what I want my kids, I wanted my kids to see that and understand that. And the Bible says, a man that don't work, he don't eat. And my daddy always told us, a man that don't work, he don't eat, and he don't live here.
Mm.
So, you know, right. So you have to be able, you have to sacrifice things in order to have things. So, and that's what Pa and I taught our kids. You gotta work. I mean, nothing is given to you. And if it's given to you, it's a string attached somewhere.
Mm.
So you have to be mindful of those things. So that's why I can teach my kids work.
Yeah.
Go to school.
That's it.
Because things they can't take from you is your work ethic and your
knowledge.
education.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, I love it. I love it. So creative space, you know, this particular idea, when did this baby come to be? Because y'all were doing y'all separate things. So by doing your separate things, when did you all decide to come back together to create creative space?
January.
This past January.
So what's crazy is we this office is 3 offices and then the front lobby. We found the office when the Phil and I left, and we were originally going to include a 3rd business in this 3rd room. And everybody that we were like interested in, or everybody that we tried to pull into it, it was like they kept giving us that not right now, not at this moment, or I can't do it right now. So it discouraged us a little bit, and then we regrouped. We took a step back, regrouped on it, and we were like, at this point, we're not waiting on anybody else. We just gonna do it, and we'll figure it out as the months go by. We'll figure out all that situation as the months go by. And I think one night, me and her were on the phone, which is crazy because this is my mom and we on the phone
At 11 o'clock at night. And I told her.
and we be on the phone 2 hours at a time.
For some reason. And I called, and we were on the phone, and I said, you know what? This just popped in my head. I said, so the name of our business is, at first I said Creative Studio. And then she was like, no, Creative Space.
And I made a logo that night.
She made a logo that night, and I was like, I don't know. So I was at work the next day, and she texted me the image, and I was like, I can get with it.
Yeah.
But it's something about it that I don't like. She said, okay, hold on. She changed one thing on it, and I was like, that's it.
And was her at that moment we didn't know about we didn't know about doing the wallpapers or the interior design part. We were just doing that because that's just something we like to do. And I mean, we're the type of people that if you can't help us, we're gonna do it. It don't just fine. We'll figure it out together.
Don't worry about it.
So we ended up putting this wallpaper up, and then we did a wallpaper for like 3 more people. And it was like that, and everybody was just caught. People just started asking us for it. And we were just like, well, I guess
that's the point.
we really don't have a choice. And then when we did the grass wall, it was like, dang, you know, people want to do that, but they either don't know how or they don't want to. So
I think a lot of times it comes down to the don't want to.
yeah, definitely.
Because
And another thing too, doing the wallpapers and doing the grass wall, you have to have a different type of patience for the creative work. I guess so. You have to see. I guess sometimes you have to look back, see the bigger picture, because this wallpaper gave us
Boy, I tell you, I almost quit about halfway through.
I believe you. So to your point of the don't want to, so today I had to go help my wife do pretty much this. And it wasn't even wallpaper. I just went and found some decorative paper. And it was to your point of being patient. Like we literally had to put it up there. I went and bought some spray adhesive. It didn't stick. So we had to rig it up. Had to find a stapling machine, put the staples in. We had to cut the corners. And I'm thinking to myself like, don't see how y'all do this. Like, not as a passion.
Yeah.
So y'all definitely have to have a love for
You
it
do,
in order
you
to
do.
do it.
And be able to step back, look at it, and go, let me pull it down. Let's start again.
Yeah. It's been plenty of
Oh,
times.
it's been plenty of times.
Uh-huh.
Well, this wall, I think we pulled this down about twice. We got about right here.
And then we started over.
We said start.
That's that perfectionist.
That and plus the paper was.
Yeah, the person started messing with us.
And then you realize that it ain't us.
It's the wall.
It's the wall.
Yeah.
Because the people that build the building built it crooked.
Definitely.
Oh, wow.
Doing walls and doing interior design, we have learned that a lot of these builders, y'all measurements is out. Okay, bad. Because this is
Start straight at the top and take a little left. Take a little left.
And then even back out.
Yeah, there you go.
So let me ask y'all this, because I love y'all energy. I always loved y'all energy. I remember when Tay was real little. Working together as mother and daughter, and be honest, do y'all ever butt heads?
Not as you would think. Honestly, true.
Because we
we were already like best friends before we started doing all this stuff anyway. So me and my mom are very close. She's very close with my sister and my brother. So we already had kind of like that open door communication. So doing business together, we clash. Some days we be tired and our attitudes are the same. So we have our moments, we'll separate and then we come back.
But it's more of
you aggravated, I'm aggravated, so we might go.
Let's take a break.
Yeah,
I think that's good in relationships.
We look at each other and go.
Yeah, we
y'all already know.
Yeah,
and go by a bit.
Yeah, we be in your office today. I'm in my office. But we don't clash as much as people would think. Of what a daughter do what would clash. Yeah, and that could be because of the back.
When you were little.
That too.
Yeah, because that. But I always try when I raised my kids. I always made it an open way. You can come talk to me about anything. Of course, I'm gonna get upset, but never to the point where I'm going to discourage, degrade, or just make you feel like that small. So whatever you say to me, you say it to me as your mama. And regardless, when it's all over and done, I'm going to love you regardless. And I'm going to back you regardless. So I always raised them like that. So I think that's why all of my children, we close.
Yeah.
And I love that. Because I have friends that they don't talk to their kids. And their kids can't talk to them. And I try to make it what it is, because
I always tell people it's my homegirl.
And she called, what you call it?
Share.
And the crazy thing about it, so before we start the interview, y'all, this is funny. So Apple y'all gonna have to tweak something with y'all phones because ain't no reason why they phones should be unlocking for each other with facial recognition.
No reason at all. My face works for her face.
But Shay said, she was like, well, I mean, that's my face.
She got my face.
Yeah.
Come on.
But yeah, that was crazy. So overall, as far as obstacles that you all have faced right now, being in this space, I know y'all talked about how y'all started, but being in this space, getting started with your LLCs, what type of business obstacles have y'all seen? And if y'all had to give some type of expert advice, what would y'all tell everybody? I
would tell people to research first. We jumped into this because this is what we love. I mean, and we didn't get the background of how to get the LLC, what you need to do, this and that. But make sure you research the field that you're going in. Make sure you research what you need to do with getting a business account with the banks and this, because we're doing it now. When we should have, done it years ago. Right. Yeah. But I mean, to me, it's not I don't think it's an obstacle. I don't feel like it's an obstacle. I feel like it's just a learning curve.
Gotcha.
We learning. Because now from when we elevate from this building, because we will. Yes, we will.
Indeed.
We will. we know what to do from now on. We know to research the building. That's the other thing. Please research your building, the rental company, because the problem that we do have at this moment is getting things done here.
Mm-hmm.
The landscape, the
Yeah.
contract. He, prime example, he said that we're responsible for the air conditioning, but this is your space. But in the contract, it was written a different way.
Yeah.
So he had to go back.
Don't worry, I fixed it. I fixed it. It's handled.
You took care of it. That's the leader in you coming up. That's what that is.
We have an understanding now.
Awesome.
It's fixed.
She fixed it.
It's fixed.
We didn't have a problem. Okay.
But definitely make sure you are reading everything you sign, even the little piece. Make sure you keep all emails, all point of contact. Anytime you're on the phone with somebody, if you gotta record them. Have all type of I want to say proof, but more so just background information, like
Documents.
stuff that can back you up for things that if stuff like that does happen, you know how to handle it. Because if you don't know how to refer back to your paperwork that you signed, then anybody can screw you. Honestly.
Yeah.
Anybody. Because if I wasn't the type of person that I'm all about paperwork, if I wasn't that type of person, then he would have just got over on me and then the error would have been fixed. So right.
Or you would have had to come out of pocket for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's type of situation. Yeah.
And then when you do get into a rental space, make sure you stay on them about the things.
Yes.
Like we've been trying to get them to do landscaping. Well, he came and did a halfway job.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to put the parking lot lines down, and I can't say it's because everybody in this section is black, but his response was there was no one over here, so we didn't feel like we had to come do anything. But you rented 3 spaces.
Now you have more people to take care of.
Why you just
there are some changes that need to
right.
be made.
Those are things that you should be aware of.
Right.
As a
But it still hasn't been done.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you know what? It's okay because, like I said, we will elevate from this place and the little small stuff.
Yeah, it's okay.
So definitely, it's just the way that this space, like you said, fell into your laps. Something else greater is definitely.
Right.
Oh yeah. I always pray that God, He always elevate. He give you one step, then the next step, and then you be looking out at other folks. You ready to come on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you elevate, you gotta elevate other people.
Of course.
That's how God blesses you.
So let me ask y'all this, because creative space, I know some of the things that y'all do here, but as far as the general public, what services do y'all offer to the general public?
So we have the graphic design services, which that's Ideal Tamia. We have the personalized products, which is Sharon's Crafts, but Creative Space does the decorating of commercial spaces. So like say you try to open up a new boutique and you have a vision, you just don't know how to make that vision come true, you can call us. If you bought a new house and you have a vision for it, you can call us for that as well. We do
Photography.
the studio rentals. So we do have an in-house photographer. So if you want to take pictures and you just don't know how, or you need help with that, we have a photographer for that. And you can also rent it for podcasts, like
So this is now my new home for
Yes.
the COE podcast. I'm getting out the garage, and we gonna redesign part of this room for the COE podcast.
Right.
But I digress. Go ahead, baby.
And then we have
The grass wall up front.
so we have a grass wall up front, and we do pop-up shop hosting. So what we do is we turn our studio into like a refreshment area, and then the front would be area for you to put your products in and basically have your customers come through for that day, and you be here and you have your pop-up shop. You rent the front out in this room right here too.
So pop-up shops are something that's like really been taken off over the last, I would say the last year since the pandemic, really.
Yes.
And as far as the pop-up shops, I know y'all are just getting started, but if somebody wanted to connect with y'all on doing a pop-up shop or y'all hosting another pop-up shop, what do they need to do? Like, how do they get in contact with y'all?
So you can reach out to our Facebook page, which is Creative Space LLC. We have Instagram as well. Or you can reach out to us personally, which my name on Facebook is Tamia Nix, and hers is
Sharon.
Yeah. So reach out to us personally, to the business pages. I have Ideas to Be a Business page. Any business page you find that's related to us, just reach out to us and we'll get back to you immediately. We work a lot, but we are good communicators.
They are.
Yes.
So with the whole pop-up shop idea, I know we have a friend that he does cooking. When is the next pop-up shop? Because I want to collaborate. I want to be able to come in. We record so people can know, like, it's more businesses that are out here.
Right.
And
Exactly.
we put a highlight on those businesses, and then maybe we can get him here to help cook, possibly.
Yeah.
We've done things in the past together, collaborate on some efforts. So when's the next one so we can properly plan ahead?
We don't have my plan right now, but this is what I brought it to my husband. He says good idea. But I also talked to Sid, and I told him, like, on Saturdays I have talked to my sweet mate next door, and she said that on Saturdays she don't mind for them to come park in the parking lot because that building over there is empty.
Right.
And so they can pull over there because she does hair. You know, they can come to have that traffic. Even though on a Friday, my husband will come open up and they can use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we do have a little small kitchenette, but we want to promote those food services also.
Exactly.
Because it's just like we do this, they need to be promoted too.
Yeah.
Because we like to eat.
Yeah.
We love food.
Definitely.
And his food,
It's amazing.
good.
It is.
Free plug.
Right.
They're smoking Charlie barbecue.
Yes, sir.
Exactly.
So, all right, we have come to the end of the interview, but is there anything that we didn't cover that y'all want to throw out there so the people can know?
With the pop-up shop hosting, we have a package that you can add the marketing material. So, like, if you need your QR codes on like a little sign, your social media things, we do stickers, whatever you need for your pop-up shop that you might not have, we include it in the package. And you can do the pop-up shop renting with the package at the same time. That's Idea to Me, it's a creative space type situation. People didn't know that. We sell other things besides cups and t-shirts. I make rolling trays, jewelry stand holders. We have keychain sets. We got a lot of stuff. We always thinking.
Yep.
Always
working, always thinking.
Mine always moving.
They are always hustling.
Always moving. Yeah.
Say, anything else?
Not just about me. It's just I want everyone to be encouraged. I want everyone to know that your idea is not just there. God gave you that idea for a reason. Sometimes you have to marinate on it. But believe me, after you marinate on it, God makes provisions for you to carry that out. So don't get discouraged on anything. Don't let people discourage you. That is the big thing. And every time you have, or if you have an idea, you don't have, make sure you have someone that you can bounce that idea off that will not discourage your dream.
Or steal it.
That one.
I call them dream catchers.
Yes.
Because, you know, you do have to be careful who you share your dreams and your visions with, because there are people out there who will either one, speak negative on it, and like you said, discourage you from doing it, or two, steal it. But you definitely have to know who you have in your corner, who's holding your ladder.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
If you standing on a ladder, 6 foot tall, 12 foot tall, or whatever, who's at the bottom making sure that you're secure. Right. So that's definitely
you got. And make sure that whoever you tell that dream to is a praying soul. Because they're not a praying, P-R-E-Y, but P-R-A-Y.
Indeed.
Praying. So
Indeed.
That's going to encourage and help you. You make sure your circle is tight and make sure your circle is secure.
That's it.
At all times.
Keep it small.
Keep it small.
Keep it small.
Again, thank you for tuning in to COE, Champion Over Everything.